the Breakfast Club, bitches.
Donkey of the day with Charlamagne the God. I don't know why y'all keep letting him get y'all like this.
Yes, Donkey of the Day for Friday, April 15th goes to an establishment called Overtime Sports Bar and Grill. Overtime Sports Bar and Grill is an establishment in Hudson, Florida. Florida. What does your Uncle Charla always say about the great state of Florida? The craziest people in America come from the Bronx and all of Florida, and today's donkey is no exception. I promise you, I don't come in here and say, who from Florida can I give Donkey of the Day to? In fact, it's more like donkeys from Florida saying, Uncle Charla, we've been waiting on you, okay? We've been waiting on you to arrive, all right? Well, today, a man named Mike Keach says he was humiliated when a server asked him to leave a restaurant because of his dog. Now, for years, we've seen the signs that say no dogs allowed. I understand, but there are signs that say no pets allowed, but trained service dogs are welcome. We do not allow emotional support or companion animals in this establishment, but trained service dogs are welcome. I see a lot of those signs. Well, I know you're asking, what does that have to do with anything? Well, the answer is everything, because Mike Keach had a service dog, okay? Why did Mike Keach have a service dog? Because he is blind, all right? Not legally blind like Donna Godot, P.O.P., hold it down. By the way, I looked her up this morning because I always wonder what happens to those humans who end up going viral for stuff like that. And according to my research, and by research I mean what I Googled, she's in prison until 2029. But this man, Mike Keach, is blind, okay? And it's amazing to me that even though he's blind, he was the only person that could clearly see in this situation. Let's go to News Channel 8 for the report, please.
I don't trip over. I've never tripped or fallen since I've had this guy.
Mike Keach and his service dog, Nico, have a special bond.
I don't think I could almost exist without having a service dog. This is the greatest thing in the world that somebody invented.
When Mike, who is blind, leaves his house, Nico, a nearly $50,000 highly trained service dog, goes with him.
When he comes in a restaurant, he knows, goes right under the table and lays down.
But when Mike, his stepson, and Nico went to the Overtime Bar and Grill near his home in Hudson last week, they were asked to leave. He says he was told Nico wasn't welcome.
And what bartender came from around the bar and said, I'm sorry, I can't serve you. Before we even tried to order. And I said, what's the problem? And she says, my boss almost fired me because I let you in 3 weeks ago. And I said, that's not right. I said, this dog is, protected by the American Disabilities Act.
Mike tells me he showed the server this ID card certifying Nico's training and explaining the law. But after a call to her boss, they were told to go.
I don't need to take this.
You were just there to get a bite to eat.
I just wanted a hamburger with mushrooms, and a couple of Budweisers. That's it.
Just real quick sidebar. He said it's the best thing ever invented. Can you invent a dog? He said that a service dog is the greatest thing ever invented. I know what he means, but that grinds my gears a little bit. I guess technically God did invent the dog and then somebody trained him, but that's not why we're here, okay? Overtime Sports Bar and Grill, how dare you? All right, this is why the LeBron James version of the Bible says they have eyes but cannot see. This is exactly why the Bible says they have ears but cannot hear. This man told you he was blind, showed you his certification card, and you still asked him to leave after he told you his dog was protected by the American with Disabilities Act. I need to speak to the owner. Her name is Cindy Smith, and News Channel 8 spoke to her as well. Let's go back to News Channel 8 for the report, please.
Owner Cindy Smith invited me in to explain herself. She apologized and calls this a misunderstanding.
The past week, somebody had come in saying they had a service dog and it almost bit a customer.
She says she's cracking down on support dogs, not service dogs.
We have dogs, them trying to be on their laps, sitting on the stools, trying to eat off their plates. And it's a little difficult in recognizing what's legitimate and not legitimate.
Let's go forward.
Mike tells me he accepts the apology, but he doesn't buy that anyone could mistake Nico for a support dog.
Shannon, I'm walking with my white cane, which is standard for the blind, okay? And I've got the dog. It has the harness with the please do not pet me, I'm working. I'm wearing sunglasses and a hat in the building. What do you think?
What do you think? Do you hear that? This man, Mike Keene, is blind. Like TV show blind, movie blind. Like actually looks suspicious because he could be pretending to be blind because he's moving so blind. All right, listen to this man describe himself. Let's listen again. Play it again, Red. Him describing
Shannon,
himself.
I'm walking with my white cane, which is standard for the blind, okay? And I've got the dog. It has the harness with the please do not pet me, I'm working. I'm wearing sunglasses and a hat in the building. What do you think?
What do you think? That is the I Am Blind starter kit. Okay, that could be a Halloween costume, but it's not. It's his real life. And the only reason I say it makes you look suspicious when you got all that is because I'm a brilliant idiot. And the bar for me when it comes to blindness is Stevie Wonder. Okay, and I seen Stevie Wonder driving a car before. Drop top rolls.
No, you didn't.
And he had the top down, smoking a J, going down Sunset Boulevard in Los Angeles.
No, you didn't.
You're right, I didn't. Okay, let the record show I just told a whole lie. But the fact some of y'all out there believed it and could picture it vividly lets me know y'all know that it's levels to this blindness. And everybody, not Stevie Wonder. Okay, I would assume more people are actually like Mike Keach. Blind, service dog, walking cane. So Overtime Sports Bar and Grill. I have one question. Who's really the blind one here? Because it's you and your staff who clearly couldn't see. And if somebody's service dog almost bit a customer, it was probably that customer's fault. You know why? Because service dogs are highly unlikely to bite someone unless they are provoked in some way. They are trained from birth to fulfill their specific duty. So I need to hear both sides. I need to hear from the customer who got bit, but I also need to hear from the service dog to see why the service dog almost bit him. I bet you we would side with the service dog. The moral of the story is so many of us are blind to our blindness. We don't realize how much we don't see people, especially the less fortunate among us, especially those who require a little more assistance. And this situation is proof of that. Please give Overtime Sports Bar and Grill the sweet sounds of the Hamiltons.
You are the donkey of the day. You are the donkey of the day.
All right. Now, well deserved. But there are a lot of people going crazy with these dogs, walking around with these dogs and saying these dogs are service dogs when they're not service dogs. I see it all the time.
Well, I don't know if they can see, so I don't know if they actually need their service dog or not.
They say these dogs are...
You mean comfort dog or the service dog?
They call it
I see the
dogs.
comfort dogs more than anything.
But they put the service little vest on the dog. It'd be like a little chihuahua. I'd be like, this is my comfort dog, and I have to have it on the plane with me,
Well,
and
see,
I
that's
have to have
messed
it
up.
in the store with me. And you know, because you could buy those service vest and animal vest online on Amazon, and nobody checks them. It's not like you could say, no, you can't. So people just are disrespectful with them service things.
Well, I know what kind of service dog I want. I want me a South African Bora Bora, okay, for protection, all right? That he's serving a service. He's doing a service.
Well, you know, I brought my dog in the club a couple times.
That's just stupid. How scared were you?
Did he drink?
Nah, he was a service dog.
See, in New York, that's why you got to legalize guns. There's no reason. If you want to reduce dogs in the club,
but you can't bring
Come
them.
on.
You can't have a gun. So I brought
why
my
didn't you
dog.
just have security?
I just wanted to see if they would tell me no if I could bring my dog because it's a service dog.
That is stupid. You hear me? Don't pet me. I'm working, but I'm supposed to be scared of this punk ass dog. That's why Gucci call your dog a punk.
You better
right there.
stop with that punk ass dog.
Okay.
All right.
In the club with the damn service vest on top of "Don't pet me, I'm working," because you scared. Punk ass dog.
You better watch your mouth.
Okay.
That's the last punk ass bitch he gonna be today.
I ain't call him a punk ass bitch. I call him a punk ass dog. It's a male.
It's a male dog.
That's right. If it was a female, I call him a punk ass bitch.
All right.
All right. That's what a female dog is.
You're right.
All right.
Well, thank you for that donkey of the day. Now, let's open up the phone lines. 800-585-1051. Now, Garcelle Beauvais was here, and this is what she said during the interview. Have you ever courted a guy? Have you ever tried to holler at a guy opposed to a guy hollering at you?
Yeah, totally. I just did that.
Tell us about it. Did you slide in his DMs? How'd it go?
I actually sent him an email because I knew where he worked.
Mm-hmm.
So I sent him an email just saying, hey, we ran into each other and it was great chemistry. I could tell there was something there.
So does that mean you have to pay now because you asked him out?
Oh,
Yes.
That's a good question. No.
Yes, fancy.
No.
Yes, it is.
If you asked
him.
Yes, it is.
No, I got
Whoever
it. You
asked.
didn't offer if you asked him out.
Now, I don't have a problem paying down the road, but I wouldn't pay for the first one.
But you asked him.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
asked him. It's 2022.
You're right.
It's 2022.
Damn it, you guys. It's so crowded
He
here.
shouldn't let you pay.
Where
but
you
should
gonna
be
take-
like,
where you
I
gonna
got this.
take
And he
him?
should come and be like, no, I got this.
I got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, would you look at him funny if you
Okay.
offered to pay and he let you?
That would be a problem.
All right, well, let's talk about it. 800-585-1051. Should she have to pay? Let's talk about it. 800-585-1051. She asked him out. She courted him.
Yeah, usually the rule is if
She
you
sent
ask,
him an email.
you're the one paying.
All right, let's talk about it when we come back. 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Donkey of the Day is brought to you by the law office of Michael S. Lamonsoff. Don't be a donkey. Dial pound 250 on your cell and say the bull if you've been hurt in a construction accident. That's pound 250 from your cell and say the bull.